Hello, welcome to my channel, Food for Simple Recipes. Today we're going to make a tasty meal made of rice, vermicelli, meat, and tomato salsa on the side. First, we're going to start by washing the rice very well on 3 cups of rice until we get clear water. And then we're going to take 1 tablespoon of ghee or butter with 1 tablespoon of oil and bring in the spices. And I'm going to use Kabsa rice spices or biryani spices instead, if you don't have that. And mix it well with the oil until you get that beautiful spice aroma. Then we're going to bring in the washed rice, mix it together very well. And then I'm going to use 4.5 cups of meat broth, which I prepared previously by just boiling pieces of meat in water until the meat is very well cooked. Now give that a good mix. And then I'm going to bring a half teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to let it to boil really hard. Once it's boiling hard, I will cover it and let it simmer on a very low heat until the rice is well cooked. After 20 minutes, you get beautiful fluffy rice. As you can see, it's so nice and the smell is amazing. Now I'm going to prepare the tomato salsa. We're going to have oil, bring in the onions and garlic, mix it well until lightly brown. Then I'm going to bring in a teaspoon of tomato puree. Mix that until you get the smell of tomatoes. Then I'm using here some sweet chili. You can skip this if you don't like it a bit spicy. And I'm going to use tomato ketchup as well to have an intense taste. Now I'm going to also use tomatoes, whole tomatoes, and I'm going to blend them very well and add that to the mixture. Mix it well, and I'm going to add some more water just to get the perfect consistency. Mix it well, bring in the black pepper and the salt. Mix it well, and then when it's boiling hard, you can smell the lovely tomato and sweet chili smell. I'm going to blend it now using hand blender until it gets thick. Now moving on to frying the meat pieces, and I'm adding salt. Once they're lightly brown, now these have been previously well cooked, so I'm just frying them. Now I'm going to move on to making the vermicelli, which is the last step. I'm going to use ghee, bring in the vermicelli, mix that. Now you can't leave this on the fire and like leave it and go, because it gets brown and cooks really fast. So you want to stay there and keep mixing. And then you're going to see once it's slightly brown, we're going to bring in the cardamom, which gives it a very lovely taste. And then I'm going to add water, 2 cups of water. Just enough to make it cook and becomes a bit soft. Now once it's boiling hard, I'm going to lower the heat and let the water reduce. Once the water or the liquid is reduced, I'm going to add the sugar. Now you can reduce the amount of sugar if you like it, if you don't really like it very sweet. Now give it a good mix. Once the sugar is well dissolved, we just remove it off the heat, and then we start preparing our plate to serve. I'm going to put in the rice, then the vermicelli on top, the meat pieces, and finally in small pots I'm going to put the tomato salsa. I hope you like it. The smell is so amazing. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share. Thank you.